hot yoga problems. Ow, I got them. You know I got those hot yoga problems, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming to you for the second time from the 26201 Buckhannon, West Virginia, North Central's finest city, the county seat of Upshur. I'm just here in the parking lot of one of the finest Mexican restaurants you'll ever go to. It's called Las Trancas. Las Trancas. So this is not a standard hot yoga problems episode on many dimensions. It doesn't include hot yoga. It's more like cold yoga. Oh my, I can't even wait to tell you. It was a whole new experience today, my friends, my yogi friends, my tens of listeners across the land. It was called PiYo, which is half Pilates, half yoga. Yes, this is a thing. It's real. We'll talk all about it in just a moment. But after my class, I head on down to Las Trancas to meet my sister for dinner. I had a luscious dinner, dude. It's amazing that you have to travel to north central West Virginia, none other than Buckhannon, West Virginia, to get some of the finest Mexican cuisine you'll ever cross in your life, dude. It's unbelievable. And yes, they do have a Speedy Gonzales. I think that's a requirement for every Mexican restaurant. You're not a legitimate Mexican restaurant unless you have a Speedy Gonzales on the menu. And by the way, the Speedy Gonzales is almost always the same thing. One taco, one enchilada, rice or beans. You got to make a call. Usually it's a lunch special. And if you do it during dinner, you got to pay an upcharge, which is strange to me. And that's common for every Mexican restaurant I've ever been to that has a Speedy Gonzales. You have the upcharge from dinner to lunch or from dinner over lunch. And it's like, how'd that happen? It's the exact same quantity of food, but at a different time of day, you're going to charge more. I'm okay with it. I've accepted it. The food is extraordinary. Love it. Las Trancas is the bomb. If you ever find yourself in Buckhannon, West Virginia, north central West Virginia, hit it up. Las Trancas Mexican Restaurant. It's amazing. I feel great. I'm energized. I got the nachos kicking. I had a combo dinner. I'm very, very stand. Every time I go to Las Trancas, I think about the potential to try something new. But then I anchor back down to my standard, man, my go-to. It never fails me. Combination dinner, hard shell beef taco, cheese enchilada with red sauce, rice, beans, and then we have the chips at the table, and you get a cup of queso. It's that white queso. It's the perfect Mexican queso. And the salsa there is freshly made. It is money. Get an unsweetened iced tea and an ice water. I'm just like, that is one of my favorite meals. I'm not saying it's last meal worthy, because if I had only one meal left in life, whew, that's a tough call. Las Trancas is probably in the top 10, but I don't know if it's a finalist for last meals. Mexican is great, but is it last meal worthy? I don't know. That's a real tough call. Very few meals pass the cut on that. A very high bar. All right. I wasn't here to talk about Las Trancas and Mexican food. I'm here to talk about hot yoga problems from Buckhannon, West Virginia. My second experience with yoga in the 26201. It was wonderful tonight. My first ever class that is called PiYo. P-I-Y-O, I think is the actual title. That's a hybrid between Pilates and yoga. So my first question is, who decided that Pilates gets primary treatment in that combination? I'm a yoga fan, not a Pilates fan. I mean, I'm okay with it. I've never actually done Pilates, to be quite honest with you. I don't know much about it. from what I gather, it's a lot of small motion, extended time frame agony, which is what we did a few of those poses tonight, a few of those little exercises. But it just occurred to me, why isn't it called Yo Pi instead of PiYo? Pilates yoga versus yoga Pilates. There's a big difference. I want to start with the YO. I want to start with Yo. Yo Pi could be a whole new flavor. It hits different. It's not the same. But I think the reason it's PiYo is because there's a little bit more Pilates than yoga. The Pilates, man, first of all, it's almost like a yin class. It's very chill. The instructor is extraordinarily friendly. I came in, this was my second class, and she knew my name. So kudos, made me feel right at home. Welcomed me. Well, it's great to see you again, Rob. Man, it's such a warming and welcoming environment. It just is wonderful. And you gotta love, every yoga studio tries to be that way, but some of them are just so good at it. This was excellent. I was a little bit early this time, which is good. I had some chance to get my stuff set up, get prepared. The pre-session banter is on another level. People are so friendly. Everyone knows everybody. It's a small town, right? So it's like, yes, people know each other here. Therefore, there's a lot to talk about. And everything from the instructor breeds dogs, and she has 8 Labrador, no, it was 11? How many? It was a crazy number of Labrador retrievers in her household. Apparently she breeds dogs, and she had already allotted 4 of them. I think she has 11, because she said 8 would be perfect. But this, for whatever reason, how do you know how many dogs are in a litter, dude? You can't predict that. It's unknowable. So she's got 11 dogs. She's allocated 4. There's several more that she has to find homes for. But this is the cool part. She's in her, I love this about this jam. She's going to have puppy yoga in a couple weeks. Man, if I could be back here for that, I will definitely take some photos, some videos. We'll do a Hot Yoga Probs puppy yoga special live from Buckhannon, West Virginia. That would be something else. I've never done puppy yoga. I've heard about it. You get little puppies to crawl over you when you're in your downward dog. They're crawling on your back. I've heard of goat yoga. There's goats that they climb on you and they have good balance, and I guess that's a thing. Puppy yoga seems like a little different because puppies don't have the best agility. It makes me wonder, won't they fall off if I'm in a twisted Abaguchi inversion? Will the dogs just fall through my legs and hit the ground? They're probably pretty resilient though. Puppies are almost indestructible. You can drop them from a 2 to 4 foot height and they're probably going to be okay. I don't know if that's true or not. It's just a guess. So I might check out puppy yoga in a couple weeks. But I got to tell you, this PiYo, the PiYo flow is it's different, man. It's different. You got really weird combinations of movement. Little circles in your arm forward and backwards, all these different arm motions. And I'm telling you what, folks, you don't know pain and suffering and agony until you're sitting crisscross applesauce for 25 minutes and doing all these little arm exercises. Everyone thinks it's easy. Oh, it's just micro movements and you just, in a stability. Dude, today I have one of the most audacious poses of all time. Extended child's pose. That's bad enough. It's not just a boring normal child's pose. It's kind of active. You got to really push with your hands to get your bum and your feet. I don't know how to describe it other than to tell you it's unpleasant. But then we moved from a extended child's pose into, you lift yourself up into all fours into a cat. Cow. It was a cow, not a cat. I hate cows. I'm okay with cats. I don't like the cow pose. Going from an extended child's pose to a cow pose, back to extended child's pose, flowing back and forth and back and forth. Oh my gosh. My spine is like an accordion, getting smashed. Scrunched up, extended. Scrunched up, extended. I guess that's good for me. I guess that's good to get the blood flow into my T4. Isn't that what they're called? Aren't there numbers? C5, T17, like you're playing Battleship. C6 is like bingo. Spinal bingo. I got C2 to 5 to T4. I don't know what the numbers are, man. Aren't there like 40 bones in your spine or something crazy? Maybe it's 72. I don't know how many bones are in your vertebrae. I'm just telling you right now that my vertebrae got abused by the PiYo. I'm not sure how I feel about it. But I do appreciate the experience. I like meeting some of these people, and the instructor is fantastic. And the price is beyond right. It's only $7 for a session. You can't beat that. I almost was able to convince my sister to come with me. That would have been cool, and it only would have cost me $14, which is still $6 to $11 less than what it usually costs to go for one person in Arlington, Virginia. Can you believe it? The yoga economy is fascinating. A $20 to $25 session in Arlington, Virginia will only cost you $7 in Buckhannon. That's more than a 50% discount. If a class is $20, by the way, most classes in Arlington, Virginia are not $20 anymore. They're like $22, $25. I've seen them as high as $30 for a one-off. That's why you want to economize and buy in a package, you know, buying packs of 5 or 10, or just get an all access pass like I do. Go all in. But in Buckhannon, West Virginia, it's $7 a session, dude. You can't beat that. Plus, she gives out this punch card. I'll show you the punch card as I pull into the driveway. The punch card is money. The punch card, I have my contacts in. I can't see very well up close, but I definitely appreciate being able to survey the yoga studio and not bump into people or get confused, and actually kind of observe the poses that she's calling out. But there's a punch card here, and every after 10 sessions, your 11th one is free. What an extraordinary experience. Golly, my eyesight's so poor. I can't read it, dude. The bottom line is, if you ever find yourself in the heart of North Central West Virginia, the best city in the tri-state area, Buckhannon, West Virginia, 26201, East Main Street, get on down. Tuesdays, Thursdays, 5 o'clock, 6:15, 2 sessions back to back. I think they also do it on Saturday. Get it up, dude. Mountaineer style, Appalachian style. Very smooth, very chill, very yogi friendly. Great way to maintain practice while I'm out of town and away from my home studio. So, gracias to the Buckhannon yoga scene. I hope others have a chance to experience that in its finest. That's all for now, folks. Have a wonderful day. Happy tomorrow. See you next time. Until then, namaste, mofos.